the body part that helps to move the different parts in your body? It is the bones and muscles. So it is the bones and muscles that help your body parts to move. Now, how many bones are there in your body? There are 206 bones. Now, which is the body part that gives shape and support to your body? It is the bones that give shape and support to your body. Now, how many muscles are there in your body? There are 600 muscles in your body. So, these were the topics that we revised based on our last class. Today, we are going to learn a new topic, that is posture. Have you heard this term before? Have you heard the term posture? What is posture? Posture means the picture that is pasted on the walls of on the walls of different buildings, and that spelling is poster, P-O-S-T-E-R, and this is something different. It is pronounced as posture, P-O-S-T-U-R-E. So you must learn the spelling of posture. Now let us see what is posture. So have a look on the board. Posture is the way in which we position our body while sitting, standing and moving. I repeat, it is the way in which we position our body while sitting, standing and moving. You can see three pictures here. In the first picture you can see a girl doing work on her laptop. What is she doing? What is she doing there? She is doing a job. How? By sitting. So she is in the sitting posture or sitting position. Now see the second picture. In the second picture you can see two people working. One is sitting while one is standing. Both are doing work on the computers. So one lady is in the sitting position while one is in the standing position. So that is the second posture there. Now see the third picture. You can see a person walking and you can see the steps taken by him. You can see the steps taken by his legs, both legs, left leg as well as right leg. And see the movement of his hands. So what is he doing? He is walking. And you can see a box in his hands. So the movement of the legs, hands and the box are all visible in the picture. So from that, did you understand anything? See the first sentence. It is the way in which we position our body while sitting, standing and moving. So there are three types of posture. That is sitting posture, the way in which we sit. That is the first posture. And the second posture is the way in which we stand. That is known as standing posture. And the third one is walking posture. So we have three types of posture. So you can understand in a simple way. That is how we adjust our body while sitting, standing and walking. So we should adjust it in a proper way that we don't have any health issues. So see the next slide. What is the title of the slide? It is Advantages of Good Posture. Do you know the meaning of the word advantages? Have you heard the term uses? Advantages means uses. So when we sit, stand and walk in the correct position or in the correct posture, that gives a number of uses, and that sub-uses are known as advantages of good posture. So let us see what are the advantages. Have a look on the slide. The first advantage is that good posture gives healthy mind and body. That is, we are blessed to have a healthy mind and body. It also helps in the proper alignment of our body. It helps in the proper alignment of our body. And the third point is that it boosts our self-confidence. So did you understand anything? Let us see the first point. So when we are in good posture, it makes us more healthy. More healthy means both our mind and body becomes healthy. So when we have health, we have everything. So health is wealth. So it gives us a healthy mind and body. Now the second point, it helps in the proper alignment of our body. So when we are in good posture, we adjust our body parts in such a way that it becomes more comfortable to us. Not only to us, to our body also. So likewise, it improves our health. Now coming to the third point, it boosts our self-confidence. When we are in a good posture, that is when we walk, when we stand and when we sit in a proper way, in a correct way, we feel more confident about ourselves. Isn't it? When teachers ask you questions, you stand up straight and say that. Isn't it? You feel confident about yourself. So likewise, when we are in good posture, it improves our self-confidence and it makes you more smart. Now let us see what are the sub-uses. I told you, a healthy mind and body. So we know that good health is important for us. So when we are in good posture, it keeps us away from different illnesses like backache, neck pain, headache and fatigue. So when we are in good posture, we are free from backache, neck pain, fatigue and headache. Now, which are the different examples of good posture? Whenever we sit up or whenever we stand up, we should sit up straight and we should stand up straight. So good posture means sitting up straight and standing up straight. There are three types of posture. They are sitting posture, standing posture, and walking posture. So these three postures were shown in the first slide. Do you remember? The way which we have to sit, that is sitting posture, and the way in which we have to stand, that shows the standing posture, and the way in which we have to walk properly, that is walking posture. Now let us see the details. What do you see, children? You can see three kids sitting in three chairs, three different chairs. How did they sit? Just have a look. They are sitting straight. And how is their back? Their back is aligned to the back of the chair. Their back is aligned to the back of the chair. That is, they are sitting in a straight form with their backs to the back of the chair. And the heads are straight. Now see the second picture. You can see a lady working on a laptop. In the first posture, she is sitting with her back straight on the back side of the chair. And you can see a tick here. What does that show? It shows that she is in a correct position or a correct sitting posture. You see the second picture. In the second picture, you can see that the lady is leaning forward. See See, her back is not aligned to the back of the chair. There is a gap between her body, the back of her body, as well as the backrest of the chair. That means she is not in a correct position or in a correct posture. And see, the symbol cross is given there. That means the posture is a wrong one. So this is the correct sitting posture. And the children are also sitting in the correct posture. So how should we sit when we want to sit in a chair, or when we want to be in a correct sitting posture? We have to sit up straight with your back aligned with the back of the chair. So we have to sit up straight with our back aligned with the back of the chair. That means there should be no gap between your body as well as the chair. It should be close. Now what is the advantage of this? This makes your back strong and helps to avoid backache. So it makes your back strong and it helps to avoid backache. We told about the different advantages of good posture. In that I told you that it avoids backache. So when we are in a correct sitting posture, we are free from backache. Now we should avoid leaning forward. See this lady, I told you, she is leaning forward. So when we sit, we should avoid leaning forward to the desk. So always be in a correct sitting posture. Now let us see the standing posture. What you can see in the slide, you can see two pictures. In the first picture you can see a lady doing some experiment. How is she? She is standing straight. What is her position? She is standing straight in a good standing posture. And see the second picture. In the second picture, you can see a soldier. How is he standing? He is also in a good standing posture. He is standing straight with his feet tied towards each other and hands are towards his body, and he is holding the gun also. Okay, so these two pictures shows you the correct standing posture. So let us see how we should take care of our body when we are in a good standing posture. So in a perfect standing position, you need to keep your back straight, chin up, chest out and feet together. I repeat, in a perfect standing position, you need to keep your back straight. See the picture? Both are standing in a proper way with their back straight. And their chins are up. Show me your chin, children. This is your chin. So, your chin should be up. And chest out. That is, you have to stand straight with your chest out. And your feet should be together. That means, do you remember? Standing at ease while you are in assembly. Stand at ease. Attention. Do you remember those positions? So, your feet should be together. That means you have to be in an attention position while standing. So, feet together. Now, what is the advantage of this posture? It will help you to stand for a longer time without pain. So, if you are in a good standing posture, that will help you to stand for a longer time without pain. Otherwise, what you will do, if you are not in a good standing posture, you will feel leg pain. That is, after some time, you go on shifting your leg from one position to another. So, whenever we stand, we should be careful that we are in a good standing posture. Now, you can see walking posture. You can see the picture of a lady in a walking posture. So, actually, what is walking? Walking is an extension of standing posture. I repeat, walking is an extension of standing posture. So how should we walk? There are certain steps to be taken when we walk. So we need to walk with our head up, shoulder back, chest out and eyes looking straight. We need to walk with our head up. So when we walk, our head should be always up. Don't walk like this. So head should be up, shoulder back. Shoulder also should be straight chest out, and eyes also should be looking straight. Now you should not push your head forward, that is your head should not be leaning forward. So your head should be in a straight position. And this posture will help you to balance your body while walking. So a good walking posture will help you to balance your body while walking. So how should we walk? We should walk with our head up, shoulders back, chest out, and eyes looking straight. And you need not push your head forward. Do not droop your head forward. And this posture will help you to balance your body while walking. So whenever you walk, you should walk like this. Have you seen soldiers doing the march past? That is for them only. But when we walk, you should walk straight. So during march past, the soldiers walk like that. Just remember the previous picture that you saw. He was in a attention position, standing posture. So when you walk, you should walk like this in a good walking posture. And walking is a good exercise also. So walking is a good exercise. Whenever we get chance, we need to walk. See the picture once again. So the head is, you hold your head high, move your shoulders naturally, swing your arms in a natural motion while walking briskly. So this is a posture of walking. That is when the people do walking exercise. We should always maintain good posture in our day-to-day activities, and that makes us look smart. So whenever we do different activities, we should maintain good posture. And when we are in good posture means good sitting posture, good standing posture, good walking posture, what happens? We will be more confident and it will look us more smart. Don't you want to be smart? Yes, if you want to be smart and confident, we need to maintain good posture. See the picture, the concept of good postures, bad or right posture. So the first picture shows you a boy in a standing position. He is leaning forward. You can see the cross here. So what does that show? It is a wrong standing posture. See the second picture. He is leaning forward while he is sitting. His back, there is a gap between the chair, backrest of the chair as well as his back. So that is also a wrong posture. He is leaning forward. Now see the walking posture of the boy. He is leaning forward, looking the book or the mobile and walking. So here you can see the slanting position of his back. Back is not straight. So that shows that is a wrong posture. So wrong walking posture, the wrong sitting posture and the wrong standing posture. So when you want to be in these postures, you should be like this. See this picture? The boy is standing straight. His bag is there on the back and you can see the tick mark here. That means it shows the correct standing posture. And see the second picture, the boy is looking the phone or reading the book. His back is aligned towards the backrest of the chair. So he is in the correct sitting posture. And in third picture, he is walking. His back is straight. You can see the arrow mark here. His back is straight and he is walking in a proper way. So he is in a good walking posture. I hope you understood the concept of posture. How many types of posture are there? There are 3 types of posture. Which are they? Sitting posture, standing posture and walking posture. And you understood how we should be in different postures. So okay children, I will be showing you a video with respect to the different postures and its advantages. So have a look on the video and you can get more idea about the topic.
Walk, stand, sit, or do other activities. Let's observe what a good posture looks like. Your bag should be close to your back and you should stand straight. Do not carry your bag like this. Lean against the back of your chair while sitting. Do not lean forward. bend your knees while lifting. Your back should be straight. Do not bend like this. While standing, hold your chin up, shoulders back and body straight. Do not stand like this. Your body should be straight while going up or down the stairs. Do not lean forward. If you don't have a good posture, you may have pain in your neck, shoulders, back and knee. And you may not feel well. So children, you should practice these correct postures to be in good health.
Hope you enjoyed the video. I hope the concept is more clear to you now. Now let us see what are the homework which you have to do today. So see the slide children. Homework to be written in your rough book. So you have to read pages 186 and 187 in the textbook 5 times aloud. This you need not write in the rough book. You have to read 5 times aloud and complete the true or false exercise in page number 188 in the textbook itself. The second homework you have to write in the rough book. That is, write and learn the spellings of the following words 5 times. Which are the words? Bones, muscles, skin, hard, soft and posture. So 6 words are there. These 6 words you need to write and learn in your rough book. How many times? 5 times. And you have to read the textual part also 5 times aloud. And do the true or false exercise in page 188 in the textbook itself. Okay. Now I am giving you some instructions to write the notes. That is, you have to use a 4-line 100 pages notebook for EVS. Write the name of the chapter. Also write the date and day on the margin. Write neatly in good handwriting. You need to write in good handwriting. Then only your book will look more neat and attractive. Now these are the notes that you have to copy down in your notebook. So chapter 1, our body. First question, what is the main function of bones? Answer, bones give shape and support to our body. Second question, write one difference between muscles and bones. Answer, bones are hard to touch, whereas muscles are soft to touch. So 2 questions. Now 2 more questions. Third question, what do you mean by posture? Write the importance of a good posture. Answer, posture is the way in which we position our body while sitting, standing and moving. Good posture helps us to maintain a healthy mind and body. Now the fourth question, why should we maintain a good posture while walking? Answer, it helps us to balance our body while walking. So 2 questions are from today's portions and 2 questions are from the previous day's portions. Only 4 questions you need to learn. So these question answers you need to copy down in your EVS notebook. So write neatly in good handwriting. So that's all for today's EVS class. See you again next week with the continuation of the lesson. So till then, bye bye and take care.